Good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. I want to acknowledge the councilman, Councilman Robert Stokes, his district that we're in today, Steve Sharkey, the Director of the Department of Transportation, Calvin Butler, CEO of BGE, Ms. Reeves, the Principal of Dunbar High School, and Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Jones, Baltimore Police Department. I'm proud to be here today at Dunbar High School to celebrate the success of our Be More Bright program. First, I'd like to thank Councilman Robert Stokes for joining us today and for all of his work here in District 12. I also want to thank Calvin Butler, the CEO of BG&E, for partnering with us on this important initiative, and Department of Transportation Director Steve Sharkey, along with his team of dedicated employees, for all of their hard work on this program. Lastly, I'd like to give a special thank you to Dunbar School Principal, Ms. Reeves, for helping us stage today's event and joining today's celebration. Through our Be More Bright initiative, we are working to improve safety and energy efficiencies in Baltimore neighborhoods by adding new LED lights. Today, I'm proud to announce that over 10,000 street lights have been upgraded to LED this year through the Be More Bright program. This means that 2/3 of all the Baltimore streetlights are now using LED technology. These new LED lights provide brighter, more targeted light in city communities. Better lighting not only support after-school activities, but provide a better environment for our residents, especially our seniors, as they are now able to walk safely after dark. The new energy-efficient LED lights utilize significantly less energy, which over time will save the city money in maintenance and energy costs. Back in 1817, Baltimore was the first city in the country to illuminate its streets with hydrogen gas lamps. Fast forward to today, we continue to improve our public infrastructure using innovative and creative ideas that will improve the quality of life for residents and visitors throughout the city. My administration is proud to have accomplished this milestone, and we are proud to have partnered with BG&E to enhance lighting in Baltimore communities with this initiative. Thank you for joining us here today in support of the Be More Bright program. Now I'd like to first acknowledge the Deputy, what we call y'all now, Deputy Chief of Staff, Cheryl Goldstein. Can you raise your hand, Cheryl? I get them all mixed up, deputy this and deputy that. But she's here, and she's working very hard to make sure that things that are important to the citizens of Baltimore and to me as mayor is being implemented. And now with that, I'd like to introduce Director Steve Sharkey, who will provide more information about this initiative.
Thank you, Mayor, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here today as we celebrate our Be More Bright program. First, I want to thank Mayor Young for bringing us all together today and committing to a brighter Baltimore. I'd also like to thank our project partner, BGE CEO Calvin Butler, for helping us to improve lighting in the city for communities. I also want to acknowledge Councilman Stokes, a graduate of Dunbar, for coming here, as well as Dunbar High School Principal Yetunde Reeves. And lastly, I'd like to give a special shout out to my hardworking DOT crews here with us today, as well as others that were involved, including but not limited to Carrie Blake, Brent Hooper, Frank Murphy, and Kenny Ching. Since Mayor Young took office in Baltimore, it has been a top priority to increase lighting for improved safety throughout the city. Adequate lighting is a much-needed necessity for residents to feel safe in their communities. And through our Be More Bright program, we've partnered with BGE to add new energy-efficient LEDs by upgrading streetlights throughout the city. LEDs, or light-emitting diodes, emit brighter, more targeted light and are extremely energy efficient. LED lights last 15 years longer than traditional streetlights and save on maintenance and replacement costs. These upgraded lights will provide the city with significant savings on our energy costs in years to come. They also provide smart solutions for illumination by burning clean and eco-friendly. Through the Be More Bright program, our initial efforts were focused along the Penn North Corridor through a pilot program back in April of 2017. The success of those lighting enhancements served as a model for improved lighting in communities citywide. In March of this year, the Department of Transportation began upgrading its streetlights to LEDs in additional city neighborhoods, just like the ones you see here surrounding Dunbar High. Since that time, we've completed over 10,000 LED streetlight conversions throughout the city. This marks a $9.5 million investment in Baltimore's infrastructure for improved safety and livability. Today, we celebrate this milestone as we lay the groundwork for Baltimore to become a brighter, safer, and smarter city. We appreciate our partnership with BGE, the Be More Bright program, to enhance lighting and increase safety throughout the city. Thank you. And now I will turn it over to BGE's Chief Executive Officer, Calvin Butler.
Thank you, Director Starkey. On behalf of BGE, I would like to thank Mayor Young, Councilman Stokes, and Director Sharkey and the Police Department for their partnership and collaboration. For BGE, it's always been about working together, and today's event is a perfect example of what can be accomplished when people and organizations roll up their sleeves and commit to doing what needs to be done. This is not a new concept. As the mayor stated, more than 200 years ago, BGE became the first utility in the nation when Rembrandt Peale lit the first gas lamps in Baltimore. In fact, the nation's very first gas street lamp still shines at the corner of Holiday and Baltimore Streets, not far from City Hall. Fast forward to today, and BGE is still partnering with Baltimore City to power a cleaner and brighter future for our customers and communities. These LED streetlights save energy and lower costs. They are also compatible with smart technologies, further enhancing their value. It is fitting that today's event takes place during Light City, an event that began in 2016 with BGE as its founding partner. Many of BGE's 3,200 employees live and work in Baltimore City. So we are more than just your utility company. We are your neighbors, your community volunteers, and your friends. We too want a safe city. We too want a vibrant city. We too want a city where everyone can reach their full potential. Again, I thank you for the partnership, and I look forward to many more years of making Baltimore shine. With that, I have the pleasure of turning things over to the principal of Dunbar High School, Dr. Yetunde Reeves.
Good afternoon, Mayor Young, Councilman Stokes, Baltimore City officials, and invited guests. I would like to welcome you to the Paul Laurence Dunbar High School. I am the proud principal of this campus, and I bring greetings to you on behalf of my entire school community. I have been an educator for 20 years, serving urban communities in Oakland, DC, and now Baltimore. I have learned so much about my students, their needs, and hopes and dreams. Safety has been the paramount concern for students, families, and staff. During my initial weeks at Dunbar, I became more familiar with the facility, and one concern was exterior lighting. Our students and staff arrive early and leave late. When I arrive in the early mornings, it is often still dark. To my surprise, staff and students have already arrived. Can you imagine being a high school student and waiting to enter your school with poor lighting? That was the case at Dunbar. At the end of the day, long after I leave, my students are still here. They are here for band and sports practice, tutoring, and other activities. The reality is, many students just want to be here. The additional lighting and repairs that were recently done have made a huge difference at our school. Being able to see the path clearly, as well as travel to vehicles, bus stops, and home, allows the Dunbar community to feel more safe. Thank you, Mayor Young, Councilman Stokes, Baltimore City Schools, and all those involved in making safety a priority and investing these resources in Dunbar High School and many other parts of the city that needed adequate lighting. Thank you again.